glad to children. Now, in the previous video, we have discussed about mitochondria. So, once again, I repeat for you all the cell organelles. Now, for the first one is cell membrane, second one is cell wall, third one is nucleus, fourth one is cytoplasm, fifth one mitochondria, plastids, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, and vacuoles. Now, in the previous videos, we have completed cell membrane. Even we have done with cell wall, completed nucleus, cytoplasm, and in the previous video we have discussed about mitochondria, and we came to an understanding that it is the powerhouse of the cell which derives energy for the cell. Okay, and we have seen how to observe mitochondria in the nuclear activity. Right? Now let us discuss about the next cell organelle called plastids. What is that, ma? Plastid. Once again, I repeat for you, plastid. Now, the thing majorly you have to follow this here is, in the first video, when we are discussing about cell wall, I told you that this is the major difference between plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell is provided with a cell wall and animal cell is not provided with cell wall. The difference between plant cell and animal cell is the presence of cell wall. In the same way, this plastid also is present only in the plant cell but absent in the animal cell. We don't have plastids in animal cell. Okay, if you take a rheoleaf, okay, when you take a rheoleaf and observe it under microscope, you can find green colored structures, green colored granules in it, and they are nothing but plastids. They are nothing but what? Plastids. Take it granted that these plastids are present only in the plant cell but absent in the animal cell. And basically, these plastids are of three types. How many types, ma? Three types. Okay. The first one is chloroplast. The first one is what? Chloroplast. The second one is chromoplast. And the third one is leucoplast. So, plastids are classified into how many types, ma? Three types. Plastids are classified into three types. First one is chloroplast. Second one is chromoplast. And the third one is leucoplast. So, this chloroplast appears to be green in color. This plastid will be green in color. Okay, this chloroplast will be green in color because of the pigment called chlorophyll in it. In 10th class, we will be studying about this. Okay, the very first plastid is chloroplast. It's what in color? Green in color. Now, if you take a plant, almost the green color structures are what? Leaf. So, leaf is provided with what plastid? Chloroplast. So, that is why what color as the leaf is? Green in color. Now, when you take the second one, it is chromoplast. Chromoplast. You can find different colors of flowers. You can find different colors of fruits. You can find different colors of vegetables. All these coloration, all these coloring will be given by chromoplast. Of course, not there in your syllabus. For your information, I am just giving you. So, they are provided with xanthophyll. This is none of your business. But colored plastid is chromoplast, which give various colors to the parts of the plant. And almost all the colorless parts, like roots, they are colorless. When you take the inner parts of the stem, they are colorless. All these parts are provided with the plastid called leucoplast. Leuco means colorless. So all of you, if you remember, how many types of blood cells are there? Three types. One is RBC, second one is WBC, and the third one is thrombocytes, are nothing but blood platelets. Red blood cells are called as erythrocytes as they are red in color. White blood cells as they are colorless, they are called as leucoplast. Leuco means white, that is why colorless plastid is also called as leucoplast. And you know blood cancer? Blood cancer is also called as leukemia. Increase in the number of WBC. It's not there in your syllabus, but for your additional information, I am just giving you this. Okay, leukemia. Leukemia is nothing but blood cancer. When there is an increase in the level of WBC, that is nothing but leukocytes, you will get a disease called leukemia, is nothing but blood cancer. So, leuco means white, colorless. 3 types. How many types? 3 types. First one is chloroplast. Second one is chromoplast. And the third one is leucoplast. Chloroplast is in which color? Green color. Almost all the other colors are from chromoplast. White color, colorless part is from leucoplast. And for your syllabus, there is only chloroplast now. So obviously, this is the structure of chloroplast. What is this, ma? Chloroplast. The detailed structure of chloroplast is there in your 10th syllabus, but a unique structure which is present in your syllabus I will just define for you now. Okay, now this is a double membrane structure. This is a double membrane structure. This is called inner membrane and this is called outer membrane. This is called what? Inner membrane. This is called outer membrane. Now, internally it is provided with a fluid. You can see this, ma? So, you can find scars like this. Okay, Geetal Gamnisnalana. So, these you can find. This is nothing but fluid. What is that? Fluid. If little like this it is given means it indicates water. If this it is given, in this way it is given means it indicates what? Fluid. Fluid. This fluid is called as stroma. This fluid is called as what? Stroma. Stroma. In this fluid, you can find piles like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All these piles. All of you got it, ma? These are called grana. These are called what? Grana. Grana. Okay? All these piles together are called as grana and they are piled over each other with the help of thyroids. They are connected to each other with the help of thyroids. I hope you got my point, ma? So it's a double membrane wall. So the inner membrane, okay, is composed with a fluid. So I hope you got the difference here. This is what? Mitochondria. This is what? Chloroplast. This is present both in plant and animal cells, whereas this is present only in plant cell. You are not having chloroplast. I am not having chloroplast because we are which cells? Animal cells. Whereas plant cell is provided with a specialized plastid called chloroplast. Okay. Now these both are provided with double membrane. Here the inner membrane is called what? Crystal. Here the inner membrane is provided with what? Grana. Fluid is what here? Matrix. Fluid here is called as stroma. The fluid present inside the chloroplast is called as stroma. The fluid present inside the cristae in mitochondria is called as matrix. Okay. So when you take photosynthesis, photosynthesis is a process in which plants prepare their own food material. Okay. In this process of photosynthesis, chloroplast plays a very vital role. Okay, very crucial role, very important role, very crucial role will be played by who? Chloroplast. I hope you got my point. Okay, it is provided with how many membranes? 2 membranes, and the innermost part of the chloroplast is filled with a fluid. That fluid is called as what? Fluid is called as stroma. And the piles, these are called grana. So there will be 2 steps in photosynthesis. One is light reaction, other one is dark reaction. Light reaction, dark reaction. The light reaction happens in grana. See, these piles are there, no? So the light reaction happens in these piles, which are called as what? Grana. Now this fluid is there, no? Where am I touching? See, this is fluid. This is all fluid. This fluid is provided with the stroma. And the dark reaction occurs in stroma. Dark reaction occurs in stroma. Light reaction occurs in grana. And this is the structure of mitochondria chloroplast. Chloroplast. So this plastid is present only in plant cells. So tomorrow when you are writing the differences between plant cell and animal cell, first of all you will write cell wall is present in plant cell, cell wall is absent in animal cell. In the same way, plastid is present in plant cell, plastid is absent in animal cell. Okay. Now this is the structure of what? Chloroplast. Okay. And this is present only in plant cells. This is present only in plant cells. Some chloroplasts look disc-like, So this is disc-like, and some look oval shape like this. Some resembles disc-like and some resembles like oval. And when you take algae, some look like ladder. Okay, some look like ladder. Some look like star. Some look spiral. Okay, so you can find that in algae there are different shapes of chloroplast. Now, what is the size of chloroplast means? It is 4 to 10 microns. 4 to 10 microns. And what is the main role of this chloroplast is? It can trap sunlight. The very important point in plastid is, the major plastid is chloroplast. It is provided with a pigment called chlorophyll. It has the capacity to trap solar energy. Why it is playing a major role in photosynthesis means, photosynthesis, for a plant to undergo photosynthesis, what are the requirements necessary, ma? It needs carbon dioxide. In your lower classes you have studied this. Okay, it needs carbon dioxide, it needs water, it needs sunlight, it needs chlorophyll. Okay, for this sunlight to enter into the leaf, how it is entering into the leaf? Now, if I go in front of the sunlight and if I stand like this in front of the sunlight like this, will sunlight enter into my body? No, sunlight falls on my body, that's all. Sunlight cannot enter into my body. But when you take a plant, plant has the capacity to trap the solar energy. That is why it is able to prepare its own food material. If I am provided with plastic, if you are provided with plastic, what will happen, you know? You can prepare your own food material. Soon after the lunch bell is given, immediately in queue, we will be standing in front of sunlight to fill our belly. But we are not doing so. Why? Because we are not provided with what? Chloroplast. So, this chloroplast is provided with a green colored pigment called chlorophyll. What is that, ma? Chlorophyll. This chlorophyll will attract the sunlight, will trap the sunlight and makes that sunlight to enter into the plant. There is a lot of difference between light falling on us and light entering into us. Light entry will not happen in animals, whereas light entry will happen in plants. This will happen with the help of what? Chloroplast. Okay. So, this trapping of sunlight can be done by a plastid called chloroplast because it is provided with a green colored pigment called chlorophyll. Okay. And now, this solar energy, which energy, ma? Solar energy. This solar energy will be changed into chemical energy. Solar energy will be changed into which energy? Chemical energy. So the main role of this chloroplast is to undergo the process called photosynthesis. So it plays a very vital role in each and every plant cell. So you all know that plant cells can undergo photosynthesis because which kind of organisms they are? Autotrophic organisms. So once again I'll repeat for you, ma. So how many types of plastids are there? 3 types. Colored plastids are called as chromoplast, green colored are called as chloroplast, and colorless are called as leucoplast. And the major difference between animals and plant cell, along with the cell wall, you cannot find plastid in an animal cell, but whereas in plant cells you can find plastids. Okay? And chloroplast will be disc shape or oval shape. And in algae, if you see, some chloroplasts look like a ladder, some chloroplasts look like a star, and some look like spiral. And what is the size of this plastid is 4 to 10 microns. And the main role of this chloroplast is to trap sunlight. It will change the solar energy into chemical energy. Solar energy into chemical energy. As this is having a pigment called chlorophyll. This you have to remember. Chlorophyll. With this pigment, this chlorophyll molecule will trap the solar energy. And because of that only, a process called photosynthesis is absolutely happening in each and every plant cell. Okay, and what is the structure of chloroplast? It is a double membrane. Okay, and when you take this double membrane, so the 2 membranes will be present, and the chloroplast is filled with a fluid called stroma. That reaction occurs in stroma. Okay, and these pipes are called as grana. grana. Light reaction occurs in grana and dark reaction occurs in stromal. Okay, so this is the end of chloroplast, and this is the role played by plastic. Main role is what? Photosynthesis. And coming to the next part or a next cell organelle is nothing but ribosomes. Ribosomes. This is a very small topic for you, and these are very simple small granules will be scattered here and there in the cytoplasm. Okay, so if cytoplasm is a liquid like this, okay, it's a fluid like this. In this fluid, small granules will be scattered, and these small granules are called as what? Ribosomes. Okay, ribosomes. And this is made up of RNA and proteins. Okay, RNA means ribonucleic acid. You all are familiar with DNA. This DNA is present in what? Nucleus. DNA is present in nucleus, whereas RNA is ribonucleic acid. This RNA is present in ribosomes. DNA is present in nucleus. Okay, so this RNA and proteins together is making a peculiar organelle called ribosomes. Ribosomes. Okay, and there are two types of ribosomes here. One are free ribosomes and some are attached. Okay, free ribosomes means they simply scatter here and there in the cytoplasm. Free ribosomes means, now if you take this is the cell and this is the cytoplasm, and simply they will be scattered here and there freely, moving freely. That is called as what? Free ribosomes. Whereas pure ribosomes will be attached to a special organelle, endoplasmic reticulum. In the next class we will deal with this. Okay, endoplasmic reticulum. In this endoplasmic reticulum, on the top of endoplasmic reticulum, if these ribosomes are attached, that endoplasmic reticulum becomes RER, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum. So I hope you got my point. There are two types of ribosomes. Some are freely moving in the cytoplasm. Some are attached to endoplasmic reticulum. If ribosomes are attached to endoplasmic reticulum, such a type of endoplasmic reticulum is called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. And what is the role played by these ribosomes is, it helps in the synthesis of proteins. Okay, so you may ask, Miss, every day regularly we will take milk and egg. Meat also we will take. These are called biologically complete proteins. Then why do again protein synthesis is there? Means along with the proteins what we are taking to our diet, some are essential amino acids, some are non-essential amino acids. In your higher degree levels you will know about this. Essential amino acids, non-essential amino acids. All milk, meat, egg comes under essential amino acids because you have to take through your diet. These all non-essential amino acids are necessary for our body, but it is not must that you have to take through your diet. Then how they are supplied to our body means, this ribosomes, what do they do? What is the work done by them means, what will they do for our body means, to our body, whatever proteins are necessary other than to our diet, all the proteins will be prepared by special cell organelle called ribosomes. So ribosomes helps in protein synthesis. Plastic called chloroplast will be helpful in photosynthesis. Got the point, ma'am? Photosynthesis, chloroplast. Protein synthesis is through ribosomes. I hope you got my point, ma'am. So these are the main points, unique features present in the plastids and ribosomes. So meet you back in the next class with endoplasmic reticulum and content. Take care now.